जय जयकार हो।
दादा भगवान ना असीम 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 जय जयकार हो।
Jai Satchidanand. Thank you,
जय
Purusharth.
सच्चिदानंद।
Jai Satchidanand. Pulinanandji, can you please hear me, please?
नमो वीतरागाय
नमो वितरागाय।
नमो अरिहंताणम
नमो अरिहंताणम।
नमो सिद्धाणम
नमो सिद्धाणम।
Namo Ayariyanam.
Namo
Ayam.
Ayaranam.
Namo Vajjayanam.
Namo Vasayanam.
Namo Loe Sawa Sahunam.
Namo Loe Sawa Sahunam.
Eso Panchana Mukkaro.
Eso Panchanamukaro.
Bhava Panasano.
Savapavapanasano.
Manglanancha Savesem.
Manglanam cha Savesim.
Adamam Havai Mangalam.
Padvam Havai Manglam.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namah Shivaya.
Om Namah Shivaya.
Jai Satchidanand.
Jai Satchidanand.
Hey, Jai Satchidanand. Anybody want to share experience of Vyavasthit Shakti? Okay, I will share. You know, I'd explained earlier that we had a problem at the HOA that our pond was eroding and they need to fix it. HOA.
Can-
Can you hear
Too
me?
loud? I can hear, but little louder.
Okay. Okay, let me know. So we're talking about my pond, our pond erosion. Our house is on a pond, so there's
Pond.
erosion, and finally our HOA, after so much engineering input we gave them, they didn't budge. They have some ultimate motive, and they made a decision not to take care of it this time, but they gave the allocated money to somebody other project, which technically didn't need it. But I mean, some politics going on. So finally, after we did all this presentation, this thing didn't work out. So at the end, okay, we decided, okay, now it's Vyavasthit Shakti, like what the Aptaputras had said, that it will get done someday, but we don't know when it's going to get done. So that is where we are now ended up saying, reconciling ourselves that, hey, where's the Shakti, and put it on that. But one thing, still bothers Rajni is, the decision this guy's made was definitely political, definitely for some people and against us and all that stuff. And it's sometimes big bugs me before now. It is now Vyavasthit Shakti. So Rajni, I said, okay. Aptaputra has said that, hey, when it get done, it will get done. So that's where it is. So I just wanted to share our Vyavasthit Shakti that was going on here. Okay, Pulinanandji?
And that is perfect. That is perfect. Uh, uh, Only thing where there are people involved and you feel there is politics going on, then we could perhaps introspect as to uh, could our some behaviors in the past would have antagonized them, irritated them, or displeased them, because you may be living with these people since a long time and many interactions. We have not done anything intentionally, but perhaps something would have hurt them, irritated them, or something. Some of our actions, behaviors, not necessarily in the meeting, maybe outside meeting, or in casual gatherings of your society or your that housing, whatever complex. Uh, what happens is people are bugged by our behaviors unknowingly. I don't know. I have not done it intentionally, but some of my behaviors would have irritated them. Then perhaps that could have resulted in some opinion forming, and then this is an opportunity they take. Okay, this fellow has hurt us so much. Now we will not favor him or not help him. Perhaps I'm not saying it is, but perhaps. So this is one dimension which we could perhaps introspect, and in case we find something, then Pratikaman would wash away those things from their minds, and then they would develop a soft corner for us. It's only an opportunity to introspect. I'm not saying such a thing has happened, but it's an opportunity to introspect. And of course, the Purusharth is right. The Purusharth is right that you try your level best and then wait and watch. So you project that desire in Vyavasthit or in nature that this issue of that pond or whatever gets resolved, and then wait and watch. It'll happen it'll definitely happen, but sometime in the future. I've personally experienced that where I was living. On my staircase, I'm on the first floor, so I wanted a little bit of railing when a person would ascend or descend the staircase to hold. There's nothing to hold, especially when my mother and father were there. And they found it a little difficult to walk, just holding the wall like that. And I had put a proposal, and then there were counter arguments that if there's a railing, then the furniture of the person staying in the third and fourth floors and cupboards and things like that. It will not pass very easily from the staircase. Will project, and it will be not possible. So it was turned down. I did try that even if you just have a little rope, which is a flexi thing, so in case there's a furniture movement, it won't hamper the width gets reduced marginally, of course, very much in inches. But somehow it didn't go through. And after some years, someone must have found a need for it. And he has put a he has put a railing. He has put a pipe over there where which we can hold. Pipe is fixed to the wall, and the pipe we can hold the pipe and climb and descend the stairs with a very little 2 or 3 inch projection. So when I said there were a lot of objections, when someone else wanted it, it has gotten done. And this thing. So maybe it was that Vyavasthit which did not materialize at that point of time, but it happened when someone else wanted it and it went through. So that argument was also not very valid when I had put the proposal. But that's the way it is. So sometimes such things do happen. Such things do. That's our hisab, our Bogota.
You
Yes.
may be right because we are 10 families on the pond, so invariably, somebody must have crossed the board's path somewhere, and I'm sure I may be one of them too because I'm also the president of another board. So, and my board is running very smoothly, nicely. So there may be some grudges or whatever against me. But you may be right that it may be possibility. And of course, I've been doing Pratikraman of the 3 board members. And but now he's reconciled that, okay, Vyavasthit Shakti, when it happens, it will happen. Otherwise, some more disaster comes. If the board has made a decision, is there issues and problems?
Yeah, it happens, unknowingly. Maybe some other person has rubbed the board member wrong way. So that grudge.
We feel that might be one of the reasons too. No, maybe that me the reason.
Maybe.
Yeah, they cannot give any justification. So
Ultimately it boils down to Bogota and Hisab.
yeah. Yes. Well, this is good lessons in top now, So that was good. Okay, Deepakanji? Unmute.
Jai Sachidanand. When such things come up and you have to handle things like this, although it is very important to have a positive decision on the subject matter, we must also investigate who are the possible individuals who could oppose or will not vote for you. And try to involve them also. Many times such people, they will create problem just for the heck of it, like, because you didn't involve me, I'm not going to support you. Many times ego problems comes. We may call that as politics and all that, but then we should try to involve them, somehow persuade them. I mean, what I really intend to clarify over here is we must try to involve such controversial people, dubious people who can create problem. And after putting all those efforts and whatever is the outcome, then it is like that was meant to happen. But we must always find out, did I miss anything? Did I skip anything? Just because I don't like certain people, then I don't want to talk to them. I'll put my case. No, but those are the people who will create problem. Although it is going to damage everyone, loss is there to everyone. But then, just because of such people's ego, problems can get created. So, by involving such people, you can avoid such unwanted decisions, I will say. But after it happens, it has happened. Whatever happened is just, but we must also investigate, did I miss anything? Because some evidence, if they are missing, then the outcome may not become favorable. Just for our open investigation, that if it was beneficial to one and all, then why was it not passed? Why everyone did not vote for it? Something like that. So this is one of the perspective. And to close the matter, did I really have grudge against someone, and I did not approach that person to vote in my favor, in the favor of the your favor means
There was no voting. The three board members and Florida law is such that they can make any decisions. We can
who
put
can
off.
make any decision?
I'm sorry?
Who can make any decision?
The board member can make any decisions, and if we don't like it, we need 2/3 of the, or 1/3 of the people to sign a petition and challenge that. So these three people can really do whatever they want to do. Like I'm the president of the other board. I don't do that. I involve everybody, and we get proper decisions by taking that. But these people, they like, there was some grudge against us, and they said no.
It's
They
not,
we told them let's sit down and talk. They said no. And another thing, Florida law is that we don't talk. We cannot ask to talk people on the street about our board. Has to be a proper officially documented in a meeting or that. Because if I go on the street, I'm a resident, and the other resident cannot talk to me about my board.
No, that is fine. But then, do you have to bear the consequences of the negative decision that may come up, and it will be a loss to everyone, every member.
Yeah.
That way.
That is true. Yeah. Because
right?
all the people are saying they made a bad decision, they're not right decision, but what can we do?
No, apart from that, we can also, in retrospection, say that, before even attending such meetings, when you know that some people are very adamant, they will not just listen to others, we can proactively do pratikraman for them, that if knowingly or unknowingly you have hurt them, so that you can even request and pray their pure soul to sign in your favor. What I'm trying to say,
Deepakanandji, out of 10 people, we are the only Mahatmas, so we know and we did all the stuff before we went there. So, other people don't know.
Fine. I'm just putting these points that it's like these are checkpoints.
Yeah.
If we did this, and even after doing such prayers, hearty prayers, requesting Dada's intervention, requesting every individual's intervention, the divinity, that is the pure soul intervention, and then it happens, then it is your Vyavasthit. Then that had to happen. And then whatever the consequences will be faced by all. So this is what, but after happening, what is the next step must be thought about. Not to blame these or that people, that person who created this problem, and now even if you come to know that was the particular person due to which it did not happen, you have to see him as nimit only.
Yes, and Nirdosh, we see them Nirdosh right now. Yeah.
These are all evidential part for anything to happen.
Cool.
So this is how and at the end of the day, because it affected all, you have to do your part of forgiveness.
Correct.
So, okay, everything happened good, well done. But then somewhere you didn't perform. Somewhere there was something wrong from your side. So you do forgiveness, pratikraman, and close the chapter. So it's like in the nature, tomorrow the case opens, then one of the, investigator will say, Mr. Patel, but you didn't do this. Yeah, I should have done that. I'm sorry for that. So not to wait for that moment, think of all the possibility, and even if you are unaware of the situation, one-sided pratikraman forgiveness is well expected, and if it is done, then you have at least peace of mind that after doing all that, you did your pratikraman, that somewhere I also lacked that way. Jai Satchidanand.
Yeah, that's what you do. We did pratikraman, and then
Very good.
rest the case. Okay.
Okay, Nimesh bhai.
बोलो
जय सच्चिदानंद.
No smiling. You have to.
Oh,
Say
serious.
we both have a same issue going on right now.
What's that?
Office work.
Oh.
He's keep on going work, but I had to quit.
What? You
you
quit
quit?
your work?
You quit?
So it's like since last year, the new management came and they changed so many things. So I said, okay, yeah, we can survive it. And then they hand over the whole payroll department to me. I say, okay, I will take care of it. So I was going on, keep on working on more than what I supposed to do. I give my best of best to reach my payroll manager position, but no credit going on me. Then I get exhausted, and there is some point came that Aptaputra was coming in Edmonton, and we hold the satsang at house. So I had to work in the house. I know invite whole office for the satsang, and they all know that I cook. I don't order anything from outside, so I have lots of work at home as well. So I just ask a simple, that was the due date also coming for the payroll time. So I asked one person who was handling before payroll with me. So I said, can you do the online payment? I did the rest of the payment to the government. they just take over the online payment because there is no other person is responsible for that. And he completely deny front of my boss, front of management. He said, no, that's your job, you have to do it. So, and I was rushed to leave the work, so I just left without arguing. I leave it on that point. Then I came home, I did all household things. Next day was a Saturday, Sunday, so I know that due date gonna be on Monday. So I work on Saturday. It happened couple more times that I asked help and I didn't get it help. And the boss is also denied that, no, Krishna, you have to do it. I say, okay. I was so exhausted with work and everything, and their expectation was getting higher and higher. I'm not getting help. So I took 1 month off because of the stress and everything and let them handle it. So I was just checking that if they are willing to hire someone or how they are working. And there was the one guy was also working. He was also exhausted in 1 month, but he didn't complain because he has to survive in his point of view. So, and he didn't have any other place to work on it. Then I go back again. Then I request them that this is the busy season coming, year end coming. I want couple people work in there so we can reach out our deadline and we don't miss out any of the things. Because they had one client which is the so much things on going on, but they didn't hire. They said there is a student coming, you get work from them. So if I'm getting work from the student, of course my time gonna be double it up. Whatever they working, I have to check it. And the busy time, there is no option to check so many things, and mistakes happen 100%. So time is double up, and then it's so many things comes up. So I say, I'm done, I cannot take over more stress. So I had to quit on that point.
Okay, Deepakanji?
So I want to understand that there is my ego that I have designation, my PCP, like which is the payroll holding. They are telling in the market that yeah, we have the PCP holder who is the responsible that, but they are not giving me opportunity to speak on the client, or they are not giving me opportunity to move forward. So that's my ego. I thought, yeah, it's my ego, but what I'm expecting, what as I'm giving them work, that is more than that, or what? That's I'm confused about it a bit.
Deepakanji?
Okay, just imagine this was your company.
Yeah.
Was it possible that you would have quit or
No.
you would have managed?
No.
Right?
But
So, one, we must always think of all the perspective. It's not important because maybe that job is not very important for you. But in principle, when things come up like this, yes, you believe in cooking yourself for the Mahatma, for the Satsang, but then looking at the situation, the pressure and the demand of the situation, you can always, there are always alternatives. And before making a decision, even if you ask five people, then they will help you out in this situation. First of all, see that food stuff was there. You can always tell five people, five Mahatmas, you make this, you have to make it. You have to make it. So five items are already cleared. There's no problem. And imagine if that doesn't happen, order from outside. It's one day satsang, right?
yeah. But that wasn't my
Now,
concern. That I can manage, I know that. But the press
fine.
thing is, the person is working with me and ignoring that, no, I'm not gonna help it. He's supposed to help. And he knows that this is the very sincere point that client not gonna give the confirmation in their bank. Very like they have to keep it and the certain level. So he knew that, but he still denied. So that I say, okay, it's his way. I look at the other point of view too, that yeah, it's my responsibility, that I have to take care of it, and I go through it, no doubt. I ask them so many things. I explain them what the phases I'm facing through, because my phone is non-stop ringing. I don't even have a 1 minute to chat with somebody, and still it's expecting to look into it everything. It's impossible. If I ask the person, they say we hire in India. I say in the payroll we don't need a India people, because Indian people work at their daytime, which is our nighttime. Client is asking the daytime question, how we can respond to them? And if they are India people making mistakes, how we can explain to them? While they are wake up, we are sleeping. Then they are sleeping, then we are wake up. So it's not matching the criteria.
Correct. But what I'm still, at the end of the day, okay, at the end, are you happy with that decision?
Some point,
You are
yeah.
sitting, you are sitting idle at home. See, what I believe, yes, such challenges do come, and then it it ends up in making some very awkward decision which may not be suitable to you. But then you have to understand this is the demand of the situation. This is what is the challenge you have. And
Hmm.
I'm repeatedly asking myself, if that was your baby, what you would have done? I mean, if that was your own company,
Hmm.
you would have stressed a little more and finished the job. And imagine you had hired someone and that person quit. The job has to be completed by the company,
Yeah.
correct?
Yeah.
So if it's like it's a matter of adjustment, yes, stress do come. But imagine that you somehow adjusted and all that, but you still performed. Those people are not dumb.
Hmm.
They know that you really perform. So next time when situations do come, then they will think of you. Do you understand? So
Yeah.
you be edge ahead of others for everything, for a promotion, for everything, for a higher position, all that.
Hmm.
Understand? Doesn't
Yeah.
matter. It just happened. Happen. You can't change. You can't reverse the decision. But I feel that such situations do come in everyone's life, and
Hmm.
many times you have to make certain difficult adjustments and maybe compromise at times certain things and go and continue with your work. Do you
Yeah.
understand?
Yeah.
See, ego part can come, but didn't Image Bhai told you, okay, finally, it doesn't matter, you quit, or it was your decision only? Image Bhai,
I told her just get through it, but ultimately it's her decision, right? And my point is, if she's not happy, then family not happy. So to me, I have the same problem, but I'm just like, now what I do is I just do VD when I drive to work. Before I even start work, I close my eyes and I ask Dada, just do my work for me. I come home, I'm tired, but some point every day I have story that something happens. So ultimately it's her decision, it's her life, right? And I'm just support her. So that's it. What I can do.
no, no, it's fine. No, no, my idea was when you ask your well wishers, then at times they can help you make right decision because now she's at home doing nothing. What is the outcome? So
Nothing.
in retrospection, you may think that, oh, I should have done this, I should have done that, this was not necessary, that was not necessary. So after matter of repentance and all that, and maybe putting yourself down, it can happen. But this is what
Yeah, and
challenges do come.
they
And
come
it's
in.
like take some other job, there'll be some other kind of challenges.
Exactly.
It will be there. Yeah. Challenges at home, it is also there. Rearing children, it's a challenge.
And
But then
the market is tough right now. Like, it's really bad. And so I said, you just have to stick it out until something happens. But I don't want her going back because she did take time and she did. So I said, it's okay. Like, don't worry about it, and now I support her anyways, right? So
that's fine. I'm just trying to analyze things that at home front. Are you going to quit?
You cannot. It's impossible. You cannot
It's
give
like
up.
your work. It's my family, my children, my people. It even doesn't matter even if I get stressed.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
accept that.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter. See what has happened. But this is what one viewpoint, and you could have easily saved your job. That is there. It has happened. Fine. We don't have any argument to that. But and also one more thing. What I feel, you guys are doing the taekwondo, right?
Yeah.
If I'm not wrong. So you
Yes.
guys are physically and mentally fit.
Yeah.
So don't say that you get stressed out. Never say I get tired.
Not
Your
the
taekwondo
stress.
people, you take that and you're done with it.
Yeah, Deepakanji, it's true that yeah we are fit, but some point like yeah you are the boss. I understand that she has to take a decision. Then, but if the employees are suffering, we are requesting you to do certain way, and we like I suggest her that this is the very toughest time. Like we have like time consuming year end, and we have the due date coming close, so for the one client, do it this way, print out the things, and anyways we are sending them envelopes, so just send it them. Our 3 hours or 2 days gonna reduce our workload, and we gonna clear it out as soon as possible. So see, first point, she like it, that idea. Then the second point, she is calling the other guy. Okay, good job, what you are suggesting to do. And that's the time I already discussed with him that Gurjot, this is the situation. Please support me with a Hanudi to clear it out so we can reduce our time consuming and we can fast process our work. He said at the end, she is the boss, she gonna take the decision. I said, but you will support. I knew that she gonna ask you, so you just support. Then again she is calling back front of me, then asking him, and he said no, this he makes so much excuse and said no, we have to send it individual employees. So again then she come back that no, Krishna, just make it a individual employee. So I say gonna takes 3 days, you wasting our time. But see, like not only one situation happen, there is so many situation happen that we are suggesting her to reduce your time and get it work done. There is the other way is possible, but she don't want to accept that. So that's the point, like I feel like what I'm doing then.
Okay, one more question. Are you on the winning side or a loser side?
She's the loser side.
I'm loser side.
So, whatever said and done, see, many times I also understand, but the times are really bad now. If you don't put an edge, more effort, then you will not have any recognition. Tomorrow, if a situation comes and they know that, yes, she performed, she put little more, much more effort, and she performed and she helped the company. So you will be the last person to be fired. Ask Westinghouse project manager. He was the last one to be kicked out. In fact, I feel you retired from there, right?
Yes.
See,
Last employee. Yeah.
they fired so many people. But no, you can't. You have to be there. See, this is what
But
times are.
Yeah,
trying
so
nowadays.
I quit. There is a 8 days happen. 8 days is gone in the when I quit. So now, like every second day, I am receiving the call from the boss. She is
Go,
calling me.
Okay.
She
please
is
go.
calling me.
No,
Okay.
you please go. Leave aside your ego. I'm not saying. See, instead of saying staying home, it is better to go to office and work.
So this
And
is
No,
there
no.
are
where
things benefit.
What is the boss asking you?
she
See, so many clients are now calling her, and they are saying, "Okay, Krishna, guide us this." So you listen, you talk with her. So first, she asked me, "Krishna, what did you talk with them, and what
tell
did you
Aptaputra
suggest?"
what I told you. Tell them
Yeah,
what I told you.
what?
Okay,
One
no,
second,
no.
one second. So I guide her. I say, this is the message I share with the client, and I suggest to them this is the way she can clear out the payment due to her medical issue, condition and everything. So she say, okay, that you did it properly. So I just want to confirm that what you discussed, so I will be same page, because I was
Okay.
she gonna share it some different way. So, and today again she call and say, I know you did it your side, but they are blaming you. So I don't want that blame goes on you. So I want to make sure
You
that you
want
did
to
it.
listen to us? Please go. Pulinanandji will agree, I believe. Definitely.
No, no. I
Pulinanandji.
still missing the
No,
point.
no. Okay. So this is what I told her. I said, you make your own company and you become a consultant to them. That way you can pick and choose what you want to do. You're helping the company and you're benefiting yourself. And Krishna just said,
No, but
no, I
here
need to
also
take
you
time
can
out.
come across the similar situation with your own employees also. Just imagine. And then that you will have burden. So much of burden because it's my company and this is what. But here you do your job and forget it.
Hmm.
Yeah.
No, no. But
You understand?
I'm still missing the point. Have they asked you to return to job?
They don't want me to leave. They still
No, no,
follow.
no, no. No, no.
No, no,
No,
have
Yeah,
they
Please
not
asked you
answer
to
my
exactly.
join?
question.
yeah. They still expecting to I can go back to
No, no,
them.
no, no, no. I'm just asking you simple. Pulitanji can take over. Have they made you an offer to come back? Pulitanji?
Yeah, I'm asking that same question. Have they said, Krishna, come and join?
No, they didn't say, and I know then they're not gonna ask me again. Cause if now they're gonna ask me again, my rate gonna be higher. What I'm expecting. So those reasons they are not gonna ask me.
Then,
Too
then,
much
then the choice
assumption.
is yours. The choice is yours.
The two separate issues. She's
Huh,
asking
huh.
for more money and then she doesn't want the hassle. So which one is it, right? Having more money not going to reduce the hassle. You have to overcome the problems.
Money is not the issue at all. Money is not
Yes.
the issue. Money is not the issue. See, one is post now, what to do. But before we go into the post, I just wanted to share. You see, there were two things as you narrated your whole episode. One thing was stress, the too much of workload. Number two, you asked for help. Help was not coming. Number three, you asked your colleague to support you to do the payroll in a particular way where you could save 2 or 3 days, which did not come through. And then you got frustrated. This happened 3, 4 times, and that really uh, went above your limits. So there are two aspects. One is the stress aspect of it, managing the stress, and number two was the ego aspect of it. That in spite of my best of efforts in the interest of the company, my best of solutions, neither my boss is agreeing, neither my colleague is agreeing, and they have ganged up both of them together against me. And that is what really hit the nail at the end. And then he said, okay, forget
Yes.
it. Then I'm not going. You see? So, so,
Yes.
so basically, if you really ask me, it was an ego issue also. It was an ego issue also. Why are they not understanding my viewpoint? Why are they not trying to do the way I'm feeling is right? That will happen n number of times. Now, you are trying in the best interest of the company. You try. There will be errors in payroll. There will be delays in payroll. Then tell them, I told you this is the way it is. But since you wanted to be done this way, this is the way it is. Let them suffer the repercussions of not agreeing to your viewpoint. That is
Yeah.
the way, from the practical point of view, if you ask me to handle it. From the Gnan point of view, if you ask me to handle it, the stress part of it and the non-cooperation from colleagues or the boss, I would say file has arisen. Hey, Dada Bhagwan, give me the strength to do Sambhav.
Yeah,
If you
that's
ask,
what.
if you ask me, stress would be taken care. Even the ego part would be taken care of. That the files somewhere in Nigal. You see, today you are in a situation where you have a choice of quitting because financially your family will not be affected because one person is working.
Yeah.
In case you didn't have that choice, as Deepakanand was saying, in case this was your company, you would have really stressed yourself
Yeah.
because the situation is bad in the market, jobs are not available. So if you didn't have a choice, which happened with the other person who did not support you, he didn't have a choice, so he just pulled on. You
Hmm.
didn't have a choice, you would have still pulled on. You had the liberty of taking the decision of it because you are able to manage financially. Understand?
Yeah.
So you have to do a little broad thinking that supposing, okay, you're not comfortable with this company, you're not comfortable with their way of working, then the better way would be first find a second alternative. Look for a job somewhere else and then quit from this place.
Hmm.
That is a wiser way of handling things. There are two ways of handling. One is the Gnan way, file Sambhav Nigal. Second is practically in Vyavahar, look for a job, then quit this job. Third thing is you're not even looking for a job, you're doing this job, but do to the best of your abilities. And if there are some problems, then that's the manager's problem. What can you do? You see?
No, nothing.
These are
Yeah.
three ways of handling this same situation. Because I tell you one thing, suffering, what we call as Bogota, that will come whether you take this job or a new job. If your suffering is destined, that will come along with you in the new job also.
Yeah.
At times, leaving may not be the best of options. I'm not saying what you've done is wrong. Maybe you see, because it's not even in your hands. Leaving of the job or finding the solution the way you have found, okay, now I cannot take anymore, I'm leaving. That is decision is taken by the buddhi,
Yeah.
and the intellect is generally ruled by our discharge karmas.
Hmm.
Our
Hmm.
discharge karma will tell the intellect to take a decision the way you have the decision that you have taken.
Yeah.
Had some other punya or hisab would have been there, the intellect would have taken one of the other decisions which Deepakanand or myself are trying to share with you. How to cope with stress, assuming it is your company. So that's one way of coping with stress. Another Gnan is doing by Sambhav Nikal. Third thing is looking for an option of a new job and then quitting this job.
No,
So
I think
the intellect has taken this path. That's because your karma is like that. This is just
yeah.
understanding what happened. Now coming to the second part of your question is now that every second day they are trying to ask you, because now all of a sudden everything was with you and in your mind of approaching, and now that vacuum they're trying to fill by asking you. So then you have a choice, as Nimesh has said, that okay, I will help you till this point. After that, whatever you say, you start your company, be a consultant or whatever, then you can charge as consultancy. Simple.
Yeah.
So they will look at whether they should hire you as a consultant or hire you as an employee.
Yeah.
But they're very wise. They'll only hire you as a consultant till your need is there. After that, they will quit.
They let you go. Yeah.
Yeah.
They let
Because
you go. That's very simple.
actually, there is the before was a fine. The previous management was completely fine. If that management was there, I would not gonna quit or I would not gonna leave or anything. But the manager changed and they similar look like a completely politics. And if they wants to get rid of some of the person, they harass them like that way that person can quit. They don't have to say anything. One guy already left because of this is the criteria they created in there, and this is the then I say there is no way to help them out. I am trying to bringing them up, giving them more suggestion to get the client the proper services. We are not servicing what they are expecting. You service giving the service what you gonna your employees gonna provide them services. You don't have you don't keep so many employees for that particular job, and you expecting whatever the employer is asking. So you cannot accept those all the conditions what they are asking you, because otherwise like they have the 300-400 employees every day, 400 employees reaching out to us and asking the stuff. So what's the difference between employer contact or employee contact? So those benefactor, I notify them that this don't supposed to come to the payroll. It's supposed to be separated while they have to handle it with their employees. We giving them everything to employer's responsibility to give them their employees. It's not ours. But they declining, they are accepting whatever the employer wants to do. So I try almost one whole year trying to convince them all the different factor way. It's not benefiting anything. Then it's like I sometime I have to skip my breakfast or lunch or something. They all can see, whole staff can see that Krishna is not taking lunch because she has a work pressure. But no one say anything single word that affect Krishna. Then I look at the Dada's Gnan and say, okay, Krishna's Bhagavatos here, Krishna has to suffer this. Then I try everything. Then the certain things, it's like limit is crossed. Then I say, okay, Krishna, now this is your limit is coming. You have to move forward, because here you are not gaining any knowledge or you are not learning anything more than that. And because whatever you're gonna try to learn, it gonna cut down, it not gonna let you move forward. So those another another reason that I had to take this decision and I move forward to looking somewhere else the job. And I also talk with Nimesh that yeah, I'm doing the payroll, but I also want to do the bookkeeping too. So I'm searching on that and I will finish that one too. So those are the things happen.
No, I understand. So what you're saying is this issue with the new management was going on since 1 year. They did not understand how to deal with the client. They just hung on to the client and met all the requirements where the employee were directly talking to you. I understood all that. You tried for 1 year, but then a better decision would be, what has happened has happened. I'm not blaming you. If you have found that this management is not going to listen to you, if you realize that there is no growth opportunity over here and you have to quit, then I would look for an opportunity outside somewhere, look for a job, and then leave this place. Leaving this place is not the wrong decision because of two things that you mentioned: no growth and no understanding of the way handling things are, and stuck in the rut, as you said. So first look for an opportunity outside and then quit the place. That would have been a little better strategy. Here in this case, you have first quit and now looking for an opportunity.
Yeah.
But because the market scenario is not so good, it may take time.
Yeah.
So it's fine. It's fine. What has happened has happened. So then either you put your foot down in this place and go looking for a new job. And if your Vyavasthit is good, which I think is good, you will also find a new job.
Yeah.
But as I said, that again goes on our hisab and of how much suffering we have to undergo. So the new job may turn out to be very good, may have some hiccups also. So be ready for that.
Yeah. I'm ready for all the environment. It's not that, but it's like sometime it like you can feel it, that toxic environment, that
It is
certain.
fine. I'm saying absolutely right. Your decision is
Yeah.
right. Only the way of executing the decision is all I'm trying to point out. Look
Yeah.
for a job first and then quit the place.
That also I tried before, but it didn't work because I didn't get enough chance to look somewhere else the job properly too. Because it's so much exhausting. Then come home, look for the family. So my time is goes completely out.
It's fine. It's fine, Pulinanji. I've done the same thing before, so it's she'll get through it. It's all
Okay, fine. So you jointly feel that you might find a suitable job.
yeah, she'll find it. So
Chalo, that's
But don't say those negative words, I get tired, I get exhausted, and all that.
No,
So
no, no, no.
whatever little you can do.
I'm not on that zone. It's like this is the my boundary is already crossed. So I said no. This is done. My done. I want to move forward now. So and I see there is a outside what with my designation is more pay. I didn't even see that, and I'm making like half of the pay what outside market is paying me.
yeah, but you're making zero now, so
It's
it
I will
doesn't.
go on that point. Don't worry. I will find out soon.
Hey, I have just one comment, Krishna.
Yeah.
Every job has a description.
Yeah,
Yeah. That's I know. Yeah.
No?
just
So you follow the description and document with your boss or whoever what you're doing and make him understand that you're doing extra. And then, like Pulian said, if you don't like that, then you look for another
They
job. But
they don't
again, you
consider.
have to description. If you're going beyond that, you need to tell your boss, hey, I'm doing more than that. Okay, so they cannot come back to you say, hey, you did not perform.
Yeah.
this is a very unreasonable management going by what Krishna has described, that they put pressure on the employees so much that they're
Yeah.
forced to quit rather than ask them to quit. They generate a situation where the person quits and they're not able to understand the logic and reasons. So teach it, it's fine. Maybe see, this is your viewpoint. The management has a different viewpoint also.
yeah.
They have come with a different
Management
agenda
viewpoint also I
altogether.
know.
They have come with a
management
different altogether.
management viewpoint is like they don't wanna make a cost in Canada, so they pay, hire in India the whole team and they pay over there, which is the less amount because over there they have to pay only $5.
So that explains it. They want to downsize Canada and increase in India. Simple. One line statement.
Yes,
They want
yes,
to increase their margin. That's it. So
I understood. So
Yeah.
that's it. So then you have to fall in line and look somewhere else. That's all.
Yeah.
yes. That's the,
Kashyap
Oh,
is
bas, khatam ho gaya. Then the answer is very clear.
yeah.
Okay,
Or
we
start
move
your
on
own
now.
company.
Kashyap, I have a
Or
question. Deepakwan?
start your own company.
Give me
Yeah.
blessing, I will start my own.
you have it.
Yeah. Okay.
Managing director is Nimesh Bhai.
He already finishing MBA, so he is managing director.
Right, very good.
Okay, next week we can
Jai
hear
Sachit.
his story.
Yeah,
Okay,
Jai
how he's
Satchidan.
doing.
Thank you, Jai
Okay,
Satchidan.
Jai Satchidanand. Kashyap bhai?
Yes, Jai Sachidan. Yeah, one small question I have. Can I ask?
Yeah.
Yeah, you see, I'm always confused when we say in the Vidi, Dada Bhagwan ne Asim Jai Jaikar ho. So, and whenever we say about the Dada Bhagwan, so exactly whom are we addressing? Please clarify.
Pulinanandji?
You mean to say when we are chanting Dada Bhagwan Asim Jai Karo?
So in the Vidi, Charan Vidi, Dada Bhagwan ne Trikal Namaskar, when we say, whom are we giving the Namaskar, in Pratakal Vidi?
Basically, when it started, it was to Dada Bhagwan, the Gnani Purush. So it's continuing the same format.
No, but now, as in present situation, whom are we addressing?
We still address the Dada Bhagwan, who is but he is not there in the body form. But we are addressing the Gnani Purush.
We are addressing Jnani Purush. But last time you were saying that about the Pratyaksh, so but we should we address the Pratyaksh or how what is the in the Pratyaksh you were saying that for we right now Pratyakshis are Mahatmas and Aputra. So are we addressing them?
No. See, that Pratyaksh was the long discussion that we had last time was on chanting of Dada Bhagwan Na Asim Jai Jai Karo, and why not Krishna Bhagwan Na Asim Jai Jai Karo? So to highlight, because Dada Bhagwan, just because to get himself accepted, even a follower of Krishna Bhagwan, he even said, okay, for you, you do Krishna Bhagwan Asim Jai Karo. He always said to Dada Bhagwan Asim Jai Karo. Whether Dada Bhagwan or this thing, they never deviated to get acceptance. Your point was that I'm not getting accepted, so I want to deviate this thing. That is why we said why we should not deviate, because it is chanting of the Pratyaksh. We have seen Dada Bhagwan, and we have experienced Dada Bhagwan from the pure soul point of view. And that is why we are doing the Pratyaksh Kirtan Bhakti. So that Pratyaksh was with reference to doing the Kirtan Bhakti and while chanting Dada Bhagwan Asim Jai Jai Karo. Here this is to Dada Bhagwan, the Gnani Purush, in the Charan Vidhi. So we
But
still
if
know that Dada Bhagwan was of that
our,
enlightened state. So I'm
but
still praying to Dada Bhagwan as a Gnani Purush.
but if the but
Even if
in
he's
the
not there, his qualities remain. Na? His qualities remain.
so we are addressing the qualities and not the person.
Not the person.
So Trikal Namaskar and or means Aapne Sajda. So all the qualities mean this is Sajda and all that. Yeah, okay. So that I understand. So the qualities we can, and the Gyan and the qualities we can. We are,
His
yeah.
enlightened state, basically, the state of Agni.
Yeah. So okay. And so I'm focusing right now on Sambhave Nikal, and seeing where I am lacking, and trying to do the things, for especially with 25 or so files, which I think. So that is what my continuing. So yeah, my experience on that will. It is new and old at the same time, because the challenges are there coming, and I try for that. And as you said, try your best and do pratna, where I ask for energy, strength to do some bhave nikal in Sumel Sadhine, so that is what my approach.
That is excellent. All of us have to do that. Dada said just because of the 525 or 2025 files that we are stuck up. And if we square off those things, we are really free. So continue with whatever understanding you have got from that.
Yeah. So I feel that many times it is a challenge, because I'm not able to have that vision. I not have the vision. So I feel that there is a lack of vision. That is the weakness on my part. So that I have strength.
Bas, perfect. Whenever we feel we are not having the vision or we are not having the insight as to how to approach this file, just pray to Dada, Dada, give me the insight, give me the strength, or give me the understanding, so that I may square off this file amicably. Perfect. Asking for strength is one of the ways. And you will get the insight or the vision of how to approach that files.
Yeah. Yes.
Yes.
Jai Sachidanand. Again, Dada Bhagwan is not a bodily individual. Dada Bhagwan happened to be the enlightened soul of E.M. Patel. And when he enlightened, self-realized, so many Mahatmas and Aptaputras, so that same enlightened state has opened within Mahatmas and Aptaputras. So till the last Mahatma is living, Dada Bhagwan is living. Apart from that, Dada Bhagwan's Yash Nam Karma. Yash Nam Karma is with everybody's name, that karma is associated by the person's name, and you remember, you utter, you use that name, and your obstacles are overcome. You surpass all your obstacles. So, from known to unknown, from form to formless, this is what we, while Lord Krishna was there present, then his name was active. When Lord Rama was there, his name was active. Now, today, there is nobody who received self-realization from Lord Rama is there. There is no one who received self-realization from Lord Krishna is there. But today, there are several thousands of Mahatmas who got self-realization from Dada Bhagwan. And in posterity, further to that, from whomsoever you have received this wisdom of knowledge, Dada Bhagwan has proliferated into so many people. Again, apart from all that, his Yasnam karma is so profound and enormous, it's going to last for the next half cycle, not the question of now. So when we refer Dada Bhagwan, it is because we are not able to experience. Now, who is saying that Dada Bhagwan? Na namaskar. Who is worshipping Dada Bhagwan? The one who is falling short or feeling less or feeling incomplete, want to experience the same Dada Bhagwan state, same Lord Krishna state, same Lord Rama state, same Lord Mahavira state, same Vishwadev Bhagwan state. It's not different. So when we say Dada Bhagwan and Namaskar Karuchu, then we are truly referring to our own pure self, who I am. Do you understand, Doctor?
Yes, yes.
And
When
it is mandatory in a way to use Dada Bhagwan because Dada Bhagwan is pratyaks now.
Yashnam karma is working through other people, right? The present people. It is.
It is pratyaks through Mahatmas and Aptaputra.
Okay. Yes.
You understand?
Yes, I understand. Yes.
If Arjuna was here, then Lord Krishna was pratyaks through Arjuna. If
Right.
Hanumanji is physically here, also he is Chiranjeevi. But because of his purity and devotion to Lord Rama, his Yasnam karma is very powerful.
Yes.
Do you understand?
And
So this is how Dada Bhagwan is working now, and he is going to work for the next half cycle, full half cycle like Rishabdev Bhagwan in this cycle. Jai
right.
Sachidanand.
Jai Sachidanand. Lalita ma'am?
Jai Sachidanand. I have a quick question. I'm just going through the English Aptavani. It's an old edition published in 83. I was just going through the section on Buddhi, and it says here intellect is a natural mechanical quality. It's not one's own, not of the pure self. Intuitive perception is an innate attribute of the pure self. Intuitive perception, is it prajna Shakti? What is the translation in Gujarati for that?
Deepakanandji?
Egoistic knowledge is buddhi.
Yes.
Less knowledge is knowledge. अहंकारी ज्ञान वो बुद्धि है और निरंकारी ज्ञान वो ज्ञान है. Do you understand that?
Yes, but intuitive perception, what does that translate to?
Intuition means reflected. That is why he said, light of pure soul through the medium of egoism is intellect. And direct light of pure soul is knowledge.
Can it be Suj? Suj? Can it be Suj? The intuition.
Dr. Kashyap, did you say
Can it-
anything? What is it?
Can it be Suj, the intuition?
Suj.
Can it be Suj, the intuition? Is it
No. Smriti is something different.
different?
This is regarding buddhi, intellect. Intellect is indirect light of pure soul through the medium of egoism. So egoistic knowledge is buddhi and egoless knowledge is knowledge.
Her question is
Pure consciousness.
her question is what is intuitive perception?
Mm-hmm.
Intuitive perception means this reflective consciousness, through the medium of indirect light, what it means.
Buddhi.
Because this translation is a very
Okay,
questionable thing.
let me just read a little bit before that.
Understand the meaning.
Yes.
Let us have the background little bit
Yeah.
before that.
So I'll read that whole paragraph. Dada says, I wouldn't see anyone's intellect. I would consider his understanding. Intellect may be crooked at 300 points in a line, but if the understanding is intact, then there's no problem. A man of intellect rises higher, sharpening his intellect, but there's a danger of his fall. Whereas the man of right intuitive understanding goes higher and higher till he reaches the peak and knows no fall. Intellect is a natural quality, mechanical quality. It's not one's own, not of the pure self. Intuitive perception is an innate attribute of the pure self. Then it goes on to saying that a man of bilious constitution has sharper intellect, one with windy constitution has deeper understanding.
So that's very clear. I think it's pointing towards darshan or suj, intuitive perception. It's a natural innate quality of the pure soul. So Gnan
Correct.
Darshan are the innate qualities of pure soul, Gnan and Darshan. So this could perhaps be reflected towards Darshan or Suj, because Dada says one whose intuitive perception is clear, he will go higher. So Suj is always the safe side of a person, and Suj always, for any person or any even animals, any living being, any living creature, it always guides the person or the creature towards his safety or towards spiritual growth also. So I think it points toward that. But anyway, I can also check it up the Gujarati version and we can tell it.
Yeah. Okay.
Give it time. Give me time. I'll check up.
Huh?
What is the page number?
It's 105. And this is, like I said, it's an old edition of the English.
Name of the article.
Name of the article is What Differences in Intellect Prevail. There are differences of opinion brain.
No, what
Where
is that the title of that paragraph?
That's it.
What is it?
Differences in intellect prevail, there differences of opinion reign.
Differences of intellect prevail.
It's page 105 in this real old book, so I don't know. I think Ketsi brought it in 84.
Okay.
There's just one more thing, that just really blew me away. It says, Scripture is knowledge born of intellect, pure consciousness never found in it. It just was so profound. And he says, both the kalas are innumerable. It's such as would try to prove a mode as the pure self. Therefore, we go on telling you, beware of intellect. When intellect lures you, say, I'm Vitrag, remembering Dada, and intellect will be quiet. So, I just wanted to understand that intuitive perception, what Dada meant in how it translates.
It is, I think, going towards darshan or suj. But anyhow, I'll check up the
Okay. All right. Thank you.
Okay. Jai Sachidanand.
Jai Sachidanand.
Time is up. Deepika, can you do 3 months, please?
Jai Sachidanand. Namo Vitragai.
Namo Vitragai.
Namo Arihantanam.
Namo Arihantanam.
Namo Siddhanam.
Namo Siddhanam.
Namo Ayariyanam.
Namo Ayariyanam.
Namo Vajjayanam.
Namo
Uvajjayana.
Namo Loe Sava Sahunam.
Namo Loe Sabba Sahunam.
Eso Panchanamukaro.
Eso Panchanamukkaro.
Sauva Pava Pranasano.
Sarvapava Pranasano.
Mangalanam Cha Sauvesin.
Mangalanam Chasavesan.
Havai Mangalam.
Paramam Havai Mangalam.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namah Shivaya.
Om Namah Shivaya.
Jai Satchidanand.
Jai Satchidanand.
Jai Satchidanand Pulinanandji
Jai
Deepakanandji
Satchidanand
Mahatma
Deepakanandji, Jai Satchidanand Pulinanandji.
Jai Satchidanand.
Jai Satchidanand.
Jai Satchidanand.
Kashnibhai,
Jai
Deepak
Satchidanand.
Bhai.
Jai Satchidanand. Jai